sky. It's a bird. It's a drone. No, it's Super Katie. Hi everyone, happy Saturday. It's time for another teen scene highlight. Marvel blew up the scene with their movies, DC is still going strong with their books, and there are tons of other characters that have been introduced, so I'm really excited to introduce you to some of them. Superheroes are a huge part of pop culture everywhere. Today we are talking superhero books, so let's get to it. Okay, so for this video, I'm not going to go into detail what every book is about. If you know who the character is, I am going to talk a little bit about the new characters that have nothing to do with the superhero, Marvel, DC, anyone else universe. So here we go. So DC is currently publishing books about their heroes. And not only are they publishing books about their heroes, but they have these heavy-hitting, huge authors writing them. So Leigh Bardugo, she wrote Shadow and Bone, she wrote Six of Crows, a bunch of great series. Marie Lu, she wrote Warcross, she wrote the Rose Society. She's another huge author that has just been everywhere. And Marvel also has some books coming out. They currently have a Captain Marvel book out. They do have another one coming out soon. You'll just have to keep an eye out for that. And in past videos, I've talked about a few of the graphic novels DC are coming out with, but they also have adaptations of their books. So Leigh Bardugo's Wonder Woman is also a graphic novel. Gotham High, which we've talked about a couple weeks ago. Marie Lu and her Batman. There's a Black Canary title. Everyone's favorite crazy girl, Harley Quinn. Mara. And a Raven. There is going to be a Beast Boy coming out soon, so I'm excited to see that one. Graphic novels are great if you're not necessarily super into reading because they seem big, but you fly through them. The illustrations are great, the writing is great, and before you know it, the book is over. So if you're looking to read something this summer, superhero graphic novels are great because, again, you already recognize the characters. You just pick up and hear a new story. So first up, introducing some new fictional heroes, Not Your Sidekick by C.B. Lee. This one follows Jessica, who, despite having superhero parents, has no superpowers. She's looking to beef up her college application, so she signs up for an internship that seems too good to be true because it is. She will be interning for a supervillain. Everything seems to be going okay until she uncovers a plot that's larger than the heroes and villains altogether. Pick up Not Your Sidekick in this series to see what happens. Next up, we have Renegades by Marissa Meyer. If the author's name sounds familiar, it's because she wrote the super smash amazing series Cinder. Renegades is all about superheroes. Renegades follows Nova and Adrian. Adrian is the son of two prominent renegades, the superheroes that protect the city. Nova is the niece of an anarchist, the villains who once ruled Gatlin City but have been overthrown and banished to the underground subway tunnels. They meet. Nova goes undercover to get vengeance for her family because, of course, like any good superhero or supervillain, Nova's family was killed when she was young and was taken in by her uncle, Ace Anarchy. What happens when everything goes down? Pick up this series and find out. Next up, we have Dreadnought by April Daniels. This one follows Danny, who is walking down the street one day when the superhero Dreadnought falls out of the sky and is dying in front of her. As he's passing away, he transfers his power to Danny, who at the time hadn't come out as transgender. As the powers are transferred to her, her body turns into a female body. It's what she always thought she wanted, but with new complications with her friends and her family and becoming a superhero, what does Danny do? Pick up Dreadnought and find out. Next up, we have Gone by Michael Grant. Imagine waking up one day and seeing that every parent, teacher, grandparent, adult in general are gone. Only teens and children are left in a world where they're trying to figure out what exactly is happening. As they're trying to navigate their new world, animals are mutating, the teens are developing new powers, and they are trying to hold on to some semblance of society. How does it all go down? Pick up Gone and find out. All right, next up we have Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. Holy cow, guys. Buckle your seatbelts because this series is a wild ride. This one starts with Juliet as she's locked in an asylum. She's been in there 264 days in solitary confinement because her touch is lethal. Her parents sent her away, and now she is just trying to cope with her reality. Someone is introduced to her cell, and an opportunity to escape arises, but This series is amazing, and honestly, the first book is just skimming the surface, so you should definitely pick this one up and find out what happens. Next up, we have Michael Vey by Richard Paul Evans. This one follows Michael, who seems like a normal high schooler, but is electric. Like, literally, he has superpowers that makes him electric. Him and his friends discover that there are other kids with powers just like his, and now someone is hunting them. This series is wild as well, so feel free to pick up the first book of the Michael Vey series and find out what happens. And finally, we have I Am Princess X by Cherie Priest. This one's really neat because it's written in like graphic novel and text format. This one follows two best friends, May and Libby, as they create their own superhero. Libby draws the comic, May writes the stories, but everything comes to a screeching halt when Libby dies in a car accident. May moves on with her life only to find a sticker of Princess X on a lamppost. Princess X starts appearing everywhere, and May finds out that her best friend may actually be alive and publishing a webcomic. What happens in this one? Pick up I Am Princess X and find out. Alright guys, those are just some of our very super reads we have available here at Wood Library. Feel free to come check them out, place them on hold. We're still offering curbside delivery. And until next week, superheroes, I'll see you later.